career I'd like to pursue is becoming a film or video editor. A film editor essentially cuts and organizes raw footage into the commercials, TV shows, and films we see every day. Editors are in charge of sequencing, manipulating, splicing, cutting, and syncing footage in order to refine a film story through visuals, sounds, and music.
The editor takes all of the footage shot on set by the director and puts together the story and sequence of events for the final movie.
Editors have to be familiar with certain editing software like Adobe Premiere Pro, Avid Media Composer, or Final Cut Pro. Editors typically have to work with the director to understand what their vision for the project is and how they can accomplish that.
In addition to creativity, a thorough understanding of what needs to be communicated drives each decision, and there are so many decisions. Should a scene be paced quickly with many fast cuts, or would slow shots add more drama? Would the close-up work better here, or the wide-angle shot? Usually, the editor does not make these decisions alone. Working with a team of people ranging from the director to the client often requires patience.
The work environment for an editor can either be a studio or office setting depending on who they're employed by. It could be a TV station, cable company, film or video company, or even an independent studio. Despite spending the majority of their time working in an editing bay by themselves, editors need to be team players and able to collaborate with a number of different people and positions like other editors, lighting and sound technicians, makeup and costume designers, and directors and producers in order to effectively do their job. While education isn't necessary to become an editor, most editors do end up getting a bachelor's degree in either film or broadcasting, although someone with experience could be able to get a job with that one. Some editors may also receive training to specialize in specific softwares. Most editors also work as interns or PAs or assistants during their time in school. Overall, the most important aspect is work experience and filmographies. How many projects have you worked on? What kind of projects have you worked on? How long have you been working in the field? Those are the kinds of questions that are important to consider whether or not someone decides to hire you as an editor. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual wage for film and video editors was $63,780 in 2019. Although the salary you receive usually depends on what level of experience you have as an editor. An entry-level editing job could pay around $27,380 a year. A mid-level editor can make around $53,320 a year. And a senior editor makes roughly $75,730 a year. The highest percentile of editors make about $103,846 a year. So the amount you make as an editor varies. This is a typical day in the life for a film editor. An editor is constantly looking at new footage every day of shooting, checking the technical standards, and seeing the story emerge as they cut it into a series of scenes.
You basically assemble each sequence as it's being shot. Not all sequences can be complete, but they can be complete to a certain point.
Editors will work with directors, script writers, supervisors, technicians, makeup and costume designers, all to have a full understanding of the project before completing an edit. Once the shooting of the project has ended, this is when post-production begins and the editor really gets to work. The editor will compile all their edited footage into a rough assembly cut of the project and then work with the directors to refine that rough draft. That refined cut is called the director's cut, which will then need to be approved by producers and may need to be reworked until they get the final cut.
The next stage of the process is for the producers of the program to watch the story, and then they'll make their changes.
It's probably a minute or two too long, but we'll make some trims and we should have something nicer to look at tomorrow.
After that, music and additional sound is added, which the editor will have to oversee. Once all of that is done, you have your finished product, and the editor's work is finally over.